Merry Christmas. Welcome back to Reads of an Apple. My name is Stacy and I'm here for Vlogmas Day 25. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I can't believe Christmas is already here. It was a pretty chill day for me. I'm wearing my new Care Bears. I don't know what to call it. It's like completely fleece lined. It is like a hoodie. It was a gift from my aunt, and it's very, very warm, and it would have been perfect like a few days ago when we were in the negative degrees for like 3 days, but it's super cozy. It's super cozy and perfect for like reading, and I think this will be perfect for when I want to snuggle up with a book, but I still need my hands, so I'm in love with it. And I haven't seen anything Care Bear related since like I was a kid, but I love this color purple, and it's just super cozy. As you can see, it's all fleece lined and it has pockets. So I think, and it's like super long. It goes almost to my knees. So it feels kind of like a snuggie-ish, but I love it. And I put it on to take a picture and send it to my aunt, and I just haven't taken it off. So, I don't have much. We have one day left for one of the advent calendars, and then I'm not going to be talking about a novella today. Today I'm going to be doing a book tag, a Christmas book tag, because I thought that would be fun for Christmas, even though I know this is going up a day later. That's just how it worked out this year. So yeah, let us talk about the fortune cookie advent calendar. And then before we do the book tag, I will show you what I've got kind of going on. So the final day of our Fortune Cookie Soap Advent Calendar, the theme is Letters to Santa. They offered a 12-day box and a 6-day box. I got the 12-day box. All of the scent descriptions are on the back. If you have not heard of Fortune Cookie Soap before and have not seen any of my other Vlogmas videos that I've talked about them, or any of the other times that I've talked about them, they are a small business out of Oklahoma that do bath and body products. All small batch, handmade. They have a subscription box. They do monthly collections. That is what the subscription box is. So you can try out the scents that they have for them. And then they also do mini collections, and they do 3 holiday boxes: Christmas, Halloween, and Easter typically. So here's our last little present, December 25th, if it wants to focus. But yeah, I highly recommend them if you are into any sort of bath body products. They're pretty much all I use anymore. Outside of like, I'll get like a chapstick branded chapstick. Otherwise, almost everything else I've used now is Fortune Cookie Soap. So let us see what today's is. Super excited. Snow Swirls Body Frosting. Okay, and it is, as you can tell, super fluffy. I love this packaging. Look at the aspens. Super pretty. So body frosting, I don't use too often. It is very poofy, as you can tell. Just because my skin, natural skin, not texture, I forgot what you call it, but I have oily skin typically, and this is very oil based, so it melts super duper quickly. So if you have very dry skin, I'd recommend checking out the body frosting. My boss has pretty dry skin. She jokes that she has skin like a lizard, and this body frosting soaks right in on her, and she really likes this formula. For me, the oil takes a lot longer to soak into my skin because I have an oily nature to begin with, so I feel like the oils kind of compete with each other. But what I do like to do with the body frosting is put it on my feet, and then like if I have calluses on my heels or something, and then put fuzzy socks over it, and then that kind of gives it a longer time to soak in, and it kind of turns it into aloe infused socks. But let us see what today's scent is. Ooh, there's definitely like apple, maybe pear, but definitely apple. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of woods, and maybe I'm getting it because of the woods on the picture, the trees on the picture, but I feel like there's some other fruits in here. But I love that. This is a 5 out of 5 scent-wise. I love this. I would love this in a body milk for sure. And it does look like it is a blue and white swirl. I don't know if you can tell, but let me just take a little bit. So yeah, it's super puffy, but you can see it's already melting on my skin. So I'm just going to put it on my hands here just so you can see how quickly it just melts right in. See, that's already, it's like completely melted. They only make this in the winter months because it melts in the summer months when they ship it. So they only usually make these late fall into early spring. So if you are definitely interested in their body frosting, you got to get on it quick. So see how oily it just takes a little bit longer for it to soak into my skin, but it smells even better. The woods come out stronger with my skin chemistry. But I like that. That's really good. That's probably my favorite scent of the box. I definitely give this one a 5 out of 5. And I think there were a couple other 5 out of 5s. Let me just look at my notes here. 1, 2, yeah, there were 3 other 5s. So this is definitely one of my favorite scents out of this box. And a lot of the times after the boxes are done, they'll put up any extra for sale that they just kind of had left over. So if you're interested in any of these, definitely check out their site. Like I said, it's all linked down below. So let's read what the official description is. Snow swirls. There's magic in the air. Let the fresh pear and apple swirl around you with cinnamon blossoms, rich plums, and soothing sandalwood swaying in the breeze. Cute. All right, so there's all 12 scents. That is exciting. Yeah, and you can see it's taking a little bit. I feel like I'm super shiny now. There's a little bit of mica in there. I'm seeing a little bit of shimmer. But yeah, I love it. I mean, my hands feel super hydrated. It'll just, if I use the body frosting, I always try to do it last. So if I put it on before bed, I make sure it's a night that I'm not like planning on reading, especially a physical book. Or I will read and then I will put this on and then go to bed just so I'm not touching a bunch of stuff, which I wasn't thinking about when I put it on because we still have the book tag to do. So that was the fortune cookie soap advent calendar. Now my Adagio Teas advent calendar is over, but I did make a cup of tea I have here, and I used the final Christmas mug. This is actually technically a to-go mug, but Snoopy, I had to do this one. I usually wear my Snoopy Christmas earrings, but I didn't go anywhere today, so I didn't put them on. But if you did not see yesterday's Vlogmas clip, today is Christmas. Today is also my mom's birthday, and Snoopy was like her favorite character. We always had Snoopy stuff everywhere. I have a lot of Snoopy stuff here in my room, like my little calendar, which I didn't switch to Christmas. And I have like an analog clock, and I have Snoopy stuff that was hers. And today was also her birthday, so it just kind of helps, you know, keep her with me and a way to celebrate both Christmas and kind of honor my mom. So I knew I was saving one of my Snoopy Christmas mugs. I took out 2. The one I used as my first Christmas mug for the year, and then I'm saving this one for today. But I made my favorite of their holiday teas, which ended up not being in this year's advent calendar, but that is fine. 20 out of 10, 10 out of 10, a billion out of 10. This is my favorite of their holiday teas. And I used the rest of my old package. So I still have another package to go. So this is what their 1 ounce bags look like. Book-To-Movie-Adaptation. It doesn't say how many cups. I feel like I got at least 10 cups out of this, but I use their I have the Adagio teaspoon that they do, so I just do a scoop of that. And it was pretty perfect evenly. If you use their scoop, it's pretty perfect. But the thing is, so I'm struggling reading it. So they recommend 5 to 10 minutes at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And what is in this is rose hips, hibiscus, apple pieces, orange, ginger, cinnamon, cherries, natural cranberry flavor, natural cinnamon flavor, natural orange flavor, and natural ginger flavor. And as you can tell from their packaging, it is an herbal tea. All of their herbal teas are this color. And then they have brown packaging for their brown ones, a light kind of greenish tannish colors, their white tea packaging, and then they have green ones for their green tea. So I like to organize my sachets like this by colors, so I can know if I want an herbal tea or a green tea, or pick the ones. But like I said, this is my absolute favorite of their holiday teas. They have a lot of good ones, but this one just feels super cozy to me, and I love it. But yeah, so I have this. And we're going to do like a tiny little mukbang. We'll see how chatty I get. And then my brother and his girlfriend got me a glass of Moscato because I mentioned I kept forgetting to go to the liquor store. So this is Yellowtail, and I hadn't had Yellowtail before. This is just their white Moscato. And I am a Moscato person. That is the wine I like. And it's pretty good. It's fizzy, which I wasn't expecting. And so I've got tea and I've got wine. And then I made just a little kind of charcuterie plate. We've got green olives, black olives, Colby Jack cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, old world style pepperoni. I'm pointing, but you can't see. These are like little bruschetta crisps that are supposed to be black and green olive flavored. And then these are just some sesame seed crackers. So I got those to kind of snack on while we chat about books. So yeah, I'm going to put this over here so I can actually snack on things. And I had to kind of steal it away from my kitty because she was licking all of my cheese. So, of course I just took a bite. I found a 12 Days of Christmas book tag. This is created by Lizzie Loves Books. I'll have her original video and her tag down below. This is a fairly old tag, so I don't know if anybody even does it anymore, but because I started out my book social media life, I guess, doing blog posts, I have a lot of very long, very extensive blog book tag compilations, and this was one that I saw. And so a lot of bloggers actually did this one back in the day. And I didn't see too many videos, but they could just be all as old as this video is. But I figured it'd be fun, and I haven't seen this one really kind of going around, so yeah, it was cool to kind of bring some of those blog book tags back to BookTube. So, number 1, Partridge in a Pear Tree, favorite standalone book. Ooh. I'm just trying to glance here. So I read a lot of series. And technically, most of the series I read are interconnected standalones. But I'm trying to think of someone who does. A favorite standalone book. I'm going through my favorite authors in my head. I'm going to go with, and of course I just lost the name. Grace Draven, because some of her fantasy romances are standalone and aren't in a series. And I'm going to put it up here. I'm blanking on the freaking name. But it is the Double Beauty and the Beast retelling. I love it to pieces. I kind of want to reread it now. I've been wanting to reread it because Smart Women Read Romance did a podcast episode on it earlier this year. Yeah, this is the only one that's really kind of popping in my head. Just kind of going through my list of favorite authors. So this is a true standalone, not in a series. So I'm going to go with that one. Two Turtle Doves, fictional OTP or favorite ship. I'm going to try to keep this booktube related. And I'm trying to kind of stick to books that I've read this year. It's hard to pick a favorite. But I think because we got the last book in their trilogy this year, I'm going to have to go with Catalina and Alessandro from the second trilogy in Alona Andrews' Hidden Legacy series. I love them to pieces. I love Nevada and Mad Rogan too, but I connected with Catalina a lot more. And I love her and Alessandro together. And I love, like, he has his, like, different facades. And, like, she's like, I need the Count to come out. And then he, like, completely changes his demeanor into, like, the aristocratic thing. I'm going to go with them. Because I think they were one of my favorite couples this year that stick out. And maybe that's because I had them for 3 books. I'm also tended to say Kat and Curran because I finished Kate Daniels. Well, what we thought was Kate Daniels. If you have not heard, there's a new spin-off series that's being started in January, which is also book 10.5 in that. But then it's also number 1 in a spin-off Kate Daniels series. But so far, I've completed that series, which is exciting. So we're going to go with them for now. 3 French Hens, favorite trilogy. I'm going to say, I don't know if I have it sitting out here. I think I already packed them away because I read them. Technically, this isn't a trilogy, but I'm going to count it because the first 3 books do encapsulate their story and feel like a complete trilogy. And we also know that moving forward, at least for the 4th book, that we are changing POVs moving forward. So I'm going to say the first 3 books of ACOTAR, Feyre and Rhysand, because this feels like a trilogy. And yes, technically the 3.5 novella also kind of fits with them, but it also has other POVs, and so I'm going to go with this. And it's technically a novella, and a lot of people don't count that as part of the series. It's just an extra story. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to count it. I don't care if it works or not. To your rules, I'm going to say this is my favorite trilogy of the year. Or at least as of now. 4 Calling Birds, favorite fictional beast or creature? Ooh. I think I have to go with Ozzer from Desire in His Blood by Zoe Draven. Winged, alien, vampire-esque. Zoe Draven hero. I mean, yep, it's got to be this one. And yay for me for remembering his name, because I read that back in November. Yay, go me. Okay, so 5 golden rings show 5 golden books. Golden is in I love them, or gold is in they have gold on them? I have just a tiny little book card over here. So I can't promise that these books have gold, that I have gold on what books I have on this. But let me just take a peek and we'll see. This could be fun. This could be a disaster. Let me see if I can scooch this forward. I have like Christmas stuff stacked all around for family that we have not seen yet. So I don't know if I can wheel this forward here. So, and I feel myself knocking into things. So, I'm going to go with this one. This is kind of a goldy color. So this is A Bargain with the Fae King by Megan Van Dyke. And this is the first book. And what is this one called? I think Court of the Fairy, I think is what this series is called. It doesn't say it on the official bookmark. And I do have a signed book plate for it. The Courts of Fairy. It's on the front page. So I'm going to go this one. I'm very excited. I still need to read this one, but I actually just won her giveaway, her 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. So she was offering ebooks for all of her books, and I already have this in ebook, and I have this in paperback, as well as all of her other books. So I actually got an ARC, or I selected to get an ARC for the second book in this series that comes out in January. So I definitely want to read this one soon. So there's one book with gold on it. Okay. Okay, how about, and then I will do Kingdom of Ash. It's kind of yellow, kind of gold. We're going to count it. I have that sitting here. Loved this. This is hard when I don't have, when like 90% of my books are in storage. Let's see what else I have over here. Okay, I have the original version of Heartless. It kind of has some gold flecks, sunshiny flecks. I'd say it counts. So there's 3 gold books. Here we go. 8 Simple Rules for Dating a Dragon. Her name, Carolyn Sparks, is in gold, so we will count that. This is the second book in her Embrace series. Nope, third book. Third book, I guess. This is my favorite fantasy romance series. Just saying. I wanted to reread it, which is why I actually have them with me. And then one more book that has gold on it. Let's see. Those do not. That one technically has it on the back because it has a picture of Kingdom of Ash on the back. I mean, her hair's kind of blonde, so that could count. And I could do more from Carolyn Sparks. And I could do the other Megan Van Dyke book I have out. But I'm going to do this one. This one kind of has some gold on it. We've got the yellow filigree. And then there's some like a locket and a key that are kind of yellowy. So we're going to say that's gold. So this is what you're going to do. Avery Flynn. This came out in the beginning of December. And this is the first in a new series by her that I definitely want to read. I am a big fan of Avery Flynn. And I'm excited to read her take on paranormal. So I definitely still need to read this. How crazy. Okay. 5 golden books. So 6 Geese a Laying, Rotten Egg. What is your least favorite book? Ooh. That is hard to choose. Least favorite book. I think the best would be for me to pull up my spreadsheet. So let me pull up my spreadsheet. And then I can see. Okay, so I'm going to, I wonder if this will let me edit things here. Nope. All right. I was trying to see if my Google Sheets app will let me mess with the pivot tables on it, but it seemed like it wasn't going to work very well. So let me just hook up Goodreads and look at my, best would be to look at the 2022 reading challenge. So this is most disappointing book, or no, least favorite book. Least favorite book. Let's see if I can sort. I will sort by rating. Oh, and of course it's taking forever to load. Some pepperoni on there. Uh-oh. Things are loading. Just spinning away. How fun. How fun. My Goodreads request took too long. Really? Why would you think that? Because it took forever to load and then it didn't? Okay. So let's look at my read books. And then let's sort by rating. And go the other direction. Okay. All right, I'm in my 2 stars. And I'm just glancing through to see anything that I read this year that looks familiar. I know I've done a couple 2 stars this year. I know for sure I have. Let's see. 2021. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. The Fool and the Sparrow by Dana Fox. Arcana of the Tarot #1. This was available on KU. I was super disappointed in this. I feel like it does a good job explaining tarot and what tarot is if you aren't a tarot person, but I knew this was a fantasy romance going in, and I was disappointed in the fantasy elements, and it felt very much like I'm going to put these things in because this is what fantasy romance typically has, without understanding the reasons why things are put in or the nuances behind why, like, world building and things like that. It just was not a book for me. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting notifications at the Wild Zoo, so I'm sure you can hear them, and I am sorry about that. So let's go back to my questions. All right, so that was 6 Geese a-Laying. So 7 Swans swimming. Show a book with water on the cover. What? This is water. I think this is the first book. Yep. So this is So I Married a Sorcerer by Carolyn Sparks. I believe this is the first book in the series. No? How to Tame a Beast in 7 Days is the first book. So this is the second book in the series, I guess. But, yep, I love this series. Like I said, it's my favorite fantasy romance series. And there is water on it. If I remember correctly, he's a pirate. Yep, he's a pirate. Oh my gosh, I love that series. 8 Maids a Milking. What fictional food do you wish you could taste? So, earlier this month for one of my Vlogmas things, I read If You Give a Jerk a Gingerbread by Aston. This is the second book in her Reindeer Falls series. And in it, Ginger is a baker, and she's in this gingerbread competition, and she makes these really cool things. But what's fun is some of these recipes were created and added to the end of the first 3 books bind up. So I can taste them. But that's what sticks out of my mind. Honestly, the first thing that popped in my mind was blue milk from Star Wars. But I know that you can taste it if you go to the Star Wars thing at Disney World or Disneyland or wherever it is. But, yeah. I would have to say one of the stuff she makes in here. So number 9. 9 Ladies Dancing. Favorite dance between 2 characters. I mean, I would say most of the dancing I read in books comes in historicals, when they're more aristocrats and going to balls and stuff. I wonder. Oh my gosh. I'm completely knocking things over here. I'm trying to see some of the historicals that I have set aside here. Oh my gosh, and I just knocked everything over. Great. Favorite dance. I don't know. It's hard to pick. There's one specific scene that's popping out in my head, but I read it in 2021, I think. Let me look at this. Okay. I pulled up, I have prepped it. Oh, I read it this year. Okay. I read it in January. West End Earl, Bethany Bennett, Misfits of Mayfair, number 2. There is a dancing scene in here when, Ophelia Fee first kind of really dresses as a woman, and they go to a ball, and she runs into Cal, and he was already head over heels for her, but seeing her dressed as like a woman and him seeing her as a woman for the first time, he just can't control himself, and it leads to some fun, steamy times. This is the book I was thinking of. But I plan on doing my 2022 brackets again. And I did little informational things that I can look at. So like this is the summary of the book and the basic information of it. And then so like this is in January. So I was like, I knew I read it wintertime. I just couldn't remember if I read it in December of last year or January in this year. I love that book. One of the best twists. Oh, that book took me on a wild ride. And I vlogged about it back in January. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Okay, back to this. 10 Lords of Leaping, favorite book to movie adaptation. This, hands down, not a fan of the book. Absolutely adore the movie. I plan on watching the movie later tonight. I loved it to pieces. It's my favorite Hallmark Christmas movie. The book, not so much. I read this for Vlogmas this year. You can check all of my thoughts out in that video. That is the best book to movie adaptation. The movie is better than the book, in my opinion. Okay. 11 Piper's Piping. Favorite book to movie adaptation soundtrack. This. Oh. Technically Bridgerton's a TV show. I'm going to go. It's not something I've read this year, but I'm going to go Lord of the Rings because the Lord of the Rings soundtrack is amazing and I love it to pieces. And technically those are book to movie adaptations. So I'm going to go with Lord of the Rings. Okay, final one. I will take a drink of wine here. Okay, final one. 12 Drummers Drumming. It's the end of the song. What's your favorite book ending? Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna have to go with that's a hard choice. I'm debating between two books. Technically I've already showed one earlier, so I guess I'm not gonna go that one. I'm going to go with the 10th book in the Kate Daniels series by Alona Andrews, and that is book Magic Triumphs. Yes, Magic Triumphs. I thought the way that this ended was really well done for wrapping up the main storyline and kind of, I mean, I definitely wanted to see more of the happy moments and sit more in the yay we did it moment at the end of the book, but I feel like it did a good job of kind of making us feel comfortable about where Kate and Kern were in their relationship and with their family, but also gave enough hints for the spin-off series Aurelia Rider and potentially more hints for whatever else is coming with Kate Daniels, and I'm just like so freaking excited. Yeah, so I'm just excited, and I love Alona Andrews. I will read anything they read. I cannot wait. There should be a new read-along starting come next year for the Innkeeper Chronicles. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say this one because I thought it just wrapped up the series really well, and at this point I thought it was kind of done outside of the spin-off series that we have, so I thought it wrapped up really, really well. The other one I was thinking of is Kingdom of Ash. This one also wrapped up very well as well, but I already technically talked about that one, even though it was for the Show Me a Golden Book one. But so I think that's it. I think that's the last one. Yeah. that's number 12. That is it for the book tag. I'm sorry this is a little bit of a longer video, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit fun to cap off Vlogmas. I don't know if I'll be doing the same kind of format come next year, but whatever I do, I definitely want to do Vlogmas again. I had a lot of fun. It was a lot because filming and editing and uploading every single day, but I actually really enjoyed it, and it helped me kind of keep things more precise and in smaller chunks. So hopefully I can take these newfound skills and apply them moving forward. But thank you so much for watching any or all of my videos, however many you watch. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. And yeah, I will see you very soon. I have some videos that I'm still hoping to get caught up with for the end of December. But come January, I've got a lot of wrap-up videos planned. So we'll see what I end up kind of deciding to do, because I do have some videos that I have filmed that I need to get uploaded and play catch up on. But I might start January with a clean slate and then just add in some of those backlog videos when I can. But we'll see. Stay tuned. I have a lot of fun plans, and I have a lot of plans going forward in 2023. So, like I said, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to leave me an emoji down below, leave me a drink or pop me a note for your favorite Christmas time drink. I'm also a big hot cider lover. I've only had 1 cup of hot cider this year though, which is weird. So maybe I'll have to make a cup of hot cider to drink with my wine after I finish my tea. But anyway, I will see you all when I see you. Thank you so much for watching once again. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just have so much love for you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whether you celebrate or not, I hope that you at least enjoyed the extra time off. Most people also have Monday off because that's when Christmas is going to be officially observed in the United States. So I hope if you don't celebrate, or if you don't have people to celebrate, you can at least spend some quality time, because I know how lonely the holidays can get. But I love you all.